Hi, I'm Celeste and welcome to Find New Purple. This weekend I went to the movie, The Case for Christ. Now, if you're not familiar with the story, it is the true story of Lee Strobel, a Chicago Tribune journalist who was a proclaimed atheist. But when his wife has a change of heart and decides that she not only believes in Jesus Christ, she wants to be baptized, Lee doesn't want any part of it. He feels the only way to get through to her is using his journalistic background, get the facts, and prove to her that God doesn't exist and the resurrection didn't in fact happen. Well, as you can imagine, at the end of the story, he isn't able to prove that at all, and he has to come to grips with it. And part of the reason I liked it is the time frame. It's in the late 70s and 80s. I was the same age, basically, as Lee was. I recognized the hairdos, I recognized the styles, the cars, everything. So it brought back a lot of memories in that regard. And while my husband at the time and I weren't atheists, I definitely believed in God, but my ex didn't want to talk about it. He wasn't an atheist. I think if push came to shove, he'd say he does believe there's something greater in a God, but he didn't want to go to church. He was more comfortable if we didn't go to church. And so for all of our marriage, we did not go to church as a family. I went on and off over time, but when he didn't want to go, it was harder for me to get motivated to go, and nothing was really clicking. So we kind of fell into the believe in God, he's way out there, not really an impact on our lives, and then we'd get along fine. It wasn't until my late 30s when my dad died that I even started a search to find what I believed. And it took me a while, and again, it's only this past 6 months that I can say I have found it. And hence I'm doing the 30-day Veda on subjects and topics and things from the Bible. So if you're interested in the show, it was very well done. I think most of the reviews are getting positive reviews from the Christian organizations. There's not a lot of gimmick, preachy kind of info in it. It's a young couple in their childbearing years, and they have a difference of opinion when it comes to their faith. And the difference, I think, in the movie might be that in this case, he felt very strongly one way, she felt very strongly the other way, and they weren't going to be able to cohabitate with those two disparate beliefs. In my case with my ex, he felt lukewarm one way, and I felt lukewarm the other, so we kind of agreed to just not talk about it. So I think there's a lot of families out there that might be in that mode. They might say they believe in God, but he's not a part of their daily life. So I'm hoping this movie does get a lot of non-believers to open the door and think about it, because Lee Strobel is now a pastor. It totally turned his life around, and I think it was a good story to tell, and I enjoyed it, and so give it a thumbs up. In the meantime, grab your cup of tea, sit back, and let's start sharing. If you saw the movie, let me know what you thought. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.